right here. Last month, Rolly Romero was ranked number 8 at super lightweight by the WBA. So let's just go up to super lightweight. Let me X out some of these tabs. Number 8 at super lightweight by the WBA. WBA is right here. Oh, wow. Ryan Garcia wasn't ranked at all at super lightweight. Now, all of a sudden, they're suddenly ranked at 2 and 3 at welterweight. Will be fighting for the vacant WBA regular title. Neither fighter has ever fought at welterweight before. Hey, appreciate you, Southwest Dice. Yes, sir, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. But this is what I be talking about. Like, you gotta hand it to the this is what I be talking about. The WBA and PBC have something going on. Like, here's my whole thing. WBC has something going on with Mexican fighters, so I guess that could be said Oscar de la Hoya. WBA has something going on with PBC. WBO has something going on with Queensberry and Bob Arum. WBO has something going on with Queensberry and Bob Arum, so Top Rank and Queensberry Promotions. IBF actually got indicted. Oh, and hold on, the IBF was under federal observation 20 years ago, for taking bribes in exchange for higher boxing ratings. Bob Arum, all these guys were all acquitted, admitted in federal courts of paying the IBF for rankings. You know what I mean? So IBF, they learned from that experience. That was like the dude said about 20 years ago. That was a while ago. So the IBF learned from it. So I don't really see the IBF really, you know what I mean, work with any like promoters. The IBF's learned for it. Everybody needs this treatment for real. But the IBF learned from this for real. So they don't do it anymore. You know what I mean? But the rest of these organization bodies are shady as hell because, I mean, come on, Rolly Romero and Ryan Garcia ranked 2 and 3. Come on, bro. And it's very funny, bro. It's very funny. It's very funny because the WBA is the same organization body that Wednesday, August 21st, quote unquote, got rid of all of their interim titles. You know, they said they're working towards, you know, because the WBA was a huge mess, guys, a huge mess. The WBA said, okay, we're going to get rid of all the interim titles. We're like, okay, because I'm telling you, before this, the WBA was a huge mess. They had a WBA World Champion or WBA Super Champion. Under that, WBA Regular Champion, which I think, do they still have the WBA Regular Championship? And they have interim champions still. Okay, here we go. Or the WBA World Champion right under it. And then after that, they will have a WBA interim champion, and there was an interim champion. Let's see if it mentions it in the article. There was a WBA interim champion in dang near every weight class. So there was 3 champions. There was 3 champions in every weight class for the WBA, and it was ridiculous, bro. And in some weight classes, they had a WBA Gold Champion, which was right under that. So it's like, what the heck? So they do mention in here, Gold Champions will not be listed anywhere. They will have a, you know, ranking, but the WBA is just a whole joke. But the WBA was a real joke, and I believe somewhere, somebody, it might have been in the article, but I do remember reading that they said they were going to try to make the WBA regular champions mandated for the super champions, so that the WBA will have one champion in every division. But what happened? This was a whole 3 years ago, going on 4 years this year. You know what I mean? This was a whole 3 years ago, and I don't really see the WBA mandating stuff, and it's so bad that when the WBA actually does mandate something, everybody looks at it as a joke. So the WBA is just a joke, man. The WBA is just a joke, and like this guy said, the sport is just crooked as hell, bro. Because I mean, come on, bro. You know what I mean? Come on, bro. Nate said Ryan should be ranked, but Nate though, you gotta get it though. Like Ryan has never fought at welterweight. I do kind of get where they're coming from, but this man hasn't fought at welterweight, bro. He hasn't fought at welterweight, bro. And come on, bro. Here goes another thing that I'm talking about. Gabriel Maestre, ranked number 7 for the WBA. He's not ranked anywhere else. Gabriel Maestre being ranked up here is very ridiculous because Gabriel Maestre is 38 years old, right? Lost to Stanionis. You know, this was a good win. Him beating Trayvon Marshall, this was a good win. Because they were trying to push Trayvon Marshall. You know, I'm from the DMV area. They were trying to push him up, make him the next big thing. And I felt like they just kind of try to rush him in there. You know what I mean? I did think Trayvon Marshall was going to win, but I'll give it to him. That's actually a good win. That's a good win. That's a good win for bro. You know what I mean? But this guy from Venezuela, right? The WBA's headquarters are in Panama, but I do believe that. Oh, okay, bro. I could have sworn they had something going on with Venezuela. Could have sworn. Oh, it moved again to Venezuela, so they do have something with Venezuela. So that's the whole reason why this guy is ranked up this high because, you know what I mean? Come on, Venezuela don't really have any boxers, and this guy's, he did win an Olympic bronze medal. He was an Olympian, but come on, bro. This guy being ranked this high, he's not ranked anywhere else. Not even in the, like 10 to 15. That should tell you that this nigga should not be ranked. And yeah, like you said, Nath, Ryan is ranked in a division that he hasn't fought in before, but over guys like Jin Sasaki, Connor Ben. This whole WBA ranking is honestly just a big joke. Like, the hell? Like, hold on, bro. Lewis Crocker should not be ranked this high. Pat McCormick, Ikao Asuman. I haven't heard of this guy. I haven't heard. Oh, Jesus Sriracha. I believe this is the guy that fought on Pro Box not too long ago. He did fight on Pro Box, but this is not the guy I was talking about. But this whole WBA welterweight ranking is a joke. You know what I mean? This whole thing was a joke, bro. You know what I mean? But anyway, that's all my thoughts on the WBC, bro. I mean the WBA, bro.